Hello. A little click wouldn't click. Oh, I'm so happy to be here today. Wanted to come on very quickly and just about the energies today. I know the moon will be going into, where's it going to go? It's going to go into Libra. This is where my brain is going. And there is, we do have that trine with Mars, that Mars trining Pluto, and Mars being Mars is where's Mars going? Mars is going into Gemini today. I mean, and it's still going over. There is still that trine with Mars, right? But it's heading into Gemini. So we're going to start feeling some kind of like bouncy energy that's going to come from this, and as it's into this lovely energy of Gemini, because it's like so vast. Here comes Gemini, and Gemini is very mutable, and Mars is just going to be feeling like so happy to be the hell out of Taurus. So it's going to break up. It's going to give us some movement there, and allow ourselves to have some movement with this. This is very, very interesting energy because it is mutable. We also have with that, that Pluto wanting us to rise up to our occasion and to get going on what we are wanting to do. So today, my lovelies, I'm going to just say hello out there because I am on my, hello. I am on Periscope, and I'm on my Facebook page, and I am on YouTube. So this is quite exciting. So I'm on all three of them right now. This is so beautiful when you're able to stream into three different areas at once. I mean, it used to be so difficult before, and you needed so many different like Comcast, you had to download this and you had to download that. Good morning, Erica. You had to do so many things just to get onto certain platforms, right? And sometimes there was a delay or a lapse, and that's what I found with Zoom. Sometimes there's a delay or a lapse when I went on Zoom to broadcast onto the different platforms. And StreamYard, it streams, it's wonderful, it's great. But that's part of again, this is a beautiful segue for me to go into the energies of what is coming in with the Aquarius energies and the sci-fi and the AI. And it's just phenomenal of some of the advancements, and scary on some of the advancements that are happening. I was just on Dr. Christina Northrup YouTube page. She had on there about Microsoft and Microsoft Research. And with Microsoft Research, and this is very much where this Uranian energy is coming in with the Taurus, and with Saturn being in Aquarius, this is bringing in some new ideas, and they are making a microchip. I guess it's a microchip that they are able to interject into somebody and go to the mitochondria of the cell and manipulate it, or be able to destroy. So if there's a cancer cell there, they'd be able to go into that cell and destroy that cell. So this is also where they can go in and rewrite your DNA, because your DNA is very programmable. It's a programmable system within our body. You've got the DNA and the RNA, right? So they're able to come in there. They're making a system that's able to manipulate that. Whoa, right? It's mind-blowing new advancements for medicine. Or is it? Are we starting to really walk that fine line? I mean, we have cloned many animals, like we cloned many animals and such. I wouldn't doubt it that we've already cloned a human being that's walking out there somewhere. So there is, where in vitro, for women to get pregnant, for people to have children. That was, I remember they called it the first test tube baby, was a baby girl from England. And that was just like, whoa, what is going on here? And people were freaking out on that. But now we've, fast forward this, how many years forward, that this is like regular thing. Like we don't even think about it. And this is something that is families can utilize, or women who never thought they could get pregnant are able to get pregnant with this method. Here it is in my mind, and I had to sort of sit with this because it is very Aquarian, very out there. I mean, even Elon Musk is talking about a microchip going into the brain that helps with people who have had brain damage, to help to refunction the brain and help the brain to where the neurons weren't snapping, where they can bypass it and make new highways within the brain for the person to function in a new way. Now that is something that's coming forward. It's like a little tiny microchip that they can put in there. If you have glaucoma, or if you have vision problems or anything to do with vision or blindness, that they're able to redo your octorial nerve to the eye. This is the Aquarius energy. This is the very Aquarian, what's coming in. And with Microsoft, and it's kind of weird that Microsoft is doing this research. I mean, it's being done with computers. This new computer medicine that's coming in, and of helping us to become, is it, more of a robot, or this is getting us to be able to live longer, to be more youthful. I mean, I remember also, I don't think I was alive when the first heart pacer was going into a heart, and how that was such a controversy too, because now we are coming in and we are putting a pacer in somebody's heart to get it to go, a battery in there to jumpstart the heart so that it works. So these are things that we have already. They're also able to do with a 3D printer to print the smallest, or to create the smallest bone within the ear, because it can't be harvested, to help people for hearing. These are the crazy advancements that are happening in medicine. And these are advancements that also need to be regulated, I think. I don't know what, whatever let me know what you think. So that we can have a conversation about this, and that not one person is in control of this, that not one, like Microsoft, is in control of these, of doing this. And if you're wanting, if you can look at this, it's on her YouTube, or on her, not her YouTube, it's on her Instagram feed, on Dr. Christina Northrup. And these are some of the new things that are coming in. And I was thinking, with these advancements, if you had somebody who had cancer, your loved one who had cancer, would you want them to step over and take this? Is this us handing over our health to a computer? How, with all of the energies that were in Aquarius, and people are saying, no, yay, Aquarius energy. This is Aquarius energy. This is stepping into this new age, this now age of nuances that are going to be coming, and the advancements, especially with Saturn being in there. And Saturn is making squares to Uranus, and Uranus is the one planet past Saturn that you can't see. He is that beyond connection. He is that connection within God. So this is where this energy is coming forth and bringing in changes for us. And there's also another program that these things come across my feed, or I'm watching somebody's feed, is that they're able to, with AI, to duplicate someone's face perfectly and programmably with gestures and everything else, and get them, whatever to program to say something, right? And there's the guy who's programming it is also looking into something to counteract that, so it can't be misused, which is very smart. But it's amazing because you can't tell the difference between the real person and the imagery of this AI imagery. So the advancements that were coming in, now these are things that we probably never thought about, and that's the thing, that's what's coming forth, is information that we never thought about. That was something that, oh, you mean you can interject a tiny nano into our cell to make it healthy again, or delete it? And this is where it's kind of like, it's like exciting yet scary. And this is where education is the key. Education is the key. And I think the education first has to start off with an education of health and well-being, bringing in the health, bringing in well-being, making sure that people are eating properly, like even teaching children from a very young age on how to eat. The other thing that came across my feed, and I shared it with my a few of my classes, is a young man who started, and it was on TikTok. His name is Donnie Greens, and he started growing microgreens, and microgreens, and then packaging them and selling them to restaurants and to stores. And he started off very small in his mom's basement, and now he's employing people. But these microgreens are beautiful nutrients, and they're loaded with vitamins and minerals, and he started a business doing this. So there's things that are on the flip side of people starting these new businesses that are growing vegetables and microgreens and growing these beautiful things that are filled with nutrition. Okay. That are filled with wonderful nutrients, and even in Norway, where they are doing taking over warehouses to grow plants, right? So because there is no room for agriculture, the soil is getting fucked up. There's less than, I was talking to a farmer, he goes, there's probably less than 60 seasons left with some farming land in the world right now. And he goes, that's why one of the reasons why the farmers in India are fighting the way that they're fighting, because they don't want to put all these pesticides in their soil because it destroys their soil. So this is the other part too. It's that, we're creating newness with these little nano chips that are going into, that are being for disease. So they say, disease, it's like there's so many other ways this could go, to where we can come back in and start building the nutrients and building a healthier society this way. But of course, we are in a society that wants a quick fix, that wants to have something come in there and interject. My daughter works at this beautiful spa, and at this spa, it's all about Botox and beautifying yourself and making sure you get rid of your lines, and you got to go like this, making puff your lips. That's still open during COVID. But that is a huge thing. People want, it's that beautification of wanting to feel good, but wanting to do it quickly, not wanting to do it gracefully, or not wanting to look at the nutrients that you can start putting within your body. So many new advancements that are coming out. They're going to come out so rapidly and so fast that it is going to make our heads spin. The changes that are happening in our world, both good and bad, are, or just the changes, let's just say changes, because we can't, if we start labeling it, one person might think something's bad and another person thinks it's good. So these changes that are coming forth for us as a society are coming in so rapidly, are bringing in advancements that we have never witnessed. And it is exciting. I think it's exciting. I mean, who would have thought that I'd be able to stream on three or four different platforms at once using one platform to stream to three or four. Those are crazy advancements. Those are craziness that, they never really thought about it. Who would have thought that you'd be carrying around a phone, right? And able to take pictures, click, 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 and videotape things so quickly. These are, these are the advancements that are happening for us. And where we're going to be, and I'm going to say in 3 or even 5 years, especially when Pluto moves into Aquarius, that in 2023 is going to bring in some crazy radical changes again. We are in a time from, say, 2018. I would go back, because if you're still doing a full moon, go back to, I got 2018. So go back to June of 2018. There's energy there that was coming in June of 2018. And then of August of 2019. So from June to August of 2019, from 2018 to 2019, the changes that were there. And then from August of 2019 to June of 2020. And then of June of 2020 to this energy here of this full moon. There's this circuit, I'm going to use the word circuit, of energy that was coming in for this transformation and changes. That was sort of like hitting the big spark. Bigger spark, smaller sparks were coming in from 2000, 1999, 2000, and then 2008, then came into 2012, up into 2018. All of these little sparks, and then the sparks kept getting bigger and bigger, and now we're into a full flame with 2021. We're into the flame. Now this flame is still being ignited. It's still growing and expanding. But here it comes in. It's like looking at your vibrations of the changes that have been being made within your life and where you are within this energetic circuit that's coming in, and how that energy is being played out in your world. And this is where it can come in and bring in where you can see courageous, beautiful choices that are coming in, or you could go in and be the Nine of Swords and be overthrown with worry and concern with everything. This is where we got to come into this wave, and we got to really, sit on this line, sit on it, and weigh it out. What feels right for you, right? I'm going with the microgreens. With this guy who made the micro, this is a fabulous idea, and I'm just thinking, holy shit, that would be, and he started off small, and now he's doing really, really well. I mean, it was work. I mean, he had to plant the seeds, he has to water them, he has to fertilize them, he has to make sure that he has the proper packaging, who's he going to package, getting out there. I mean, there was work to be done. He had to follow these steps. It wasn't that he grew them and then poof, here it is. But this is where the energy's coming in, especially with this new moon, this full moon, and then with the energies going into Libra, and you got Mars going into Gemini. How can we create this newness for ourselves? How can we generate energy so that we are able to create this abundance for ourselves? And what does that look like? So this is like, you can, little things that you can start. I was even watching a thing on Bitcoin mining and what Bitcoin mining is. And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I don't understand it totally, just like I don't understand this nano, going in. Well, I understand that a little bit more because it has biology in it. But the changes that are coming in for us are absolutely incredible. And where we are going to be or what the world's going to look like in 5 years, or less, is going to be pretty fucking phenomenal. And it's scary at the same time. But I'm going in with the energies and flowing in with the energies of the angels and my divine, and knowing that at the end of the day, as many crazy things that are happening, I believe solely that there's a divine intervention that comes in. That there's a divine intervention that comes in, that when we push it too far, that we get pushed right back. And that's that Uranus. Uranus is that divine intervention, that when certain things hit, Uranus says, I think you pushed it a little bit too far. So I'm going to pull you back a little bit so that you are able to take a better look, do a check-in. And that's where Uranus comes in. And he's in Earth right now. And he's, with the square to, yeah, he wants greatness and he wants this newness to come in. But he also wants us to really check in. Check in with your heart. Check in with that soulfulness of you, on which way you want to go and how you want to create a healthier way of being. Because many times, when people ask me about their chart, or they say, where is this in my chart? And sometimes there's layers upon the chart, right? You have the basics and you might not be able to see. It's like, why is everybody breaking their leg? Or why I don't see where my leg was supposed to be broken right now. There's so many other roads that come in with your chart that says, there's incidents or choices you made and consequences that may have happened, or maybe there's parts of you that you were pushing too far and you just needed that rest. There's a reason why things happen, right? Because your body never lies. So let's take a few moments during, especially today, Sunday, get out in the sun. I got to get going. I got a client that's waiting for me. But get out there and start to connect with the energy. Start connecting with the vibrations. Start connecting with the energies of the sun and the moon as it's moving into, it should be into Pisces now, or Pisces should be going into Libra now. And how do you feel with this energy of air? Cardinal air. So that's direction, taking a direction in your life. What direction are you taking in your life? As the sun is moving closer to squaring the nodes, which is destiny. It is a destiny point when the sun squares the nodes. And this is going to be, with this happening, it is a destiny point. The sun squaring the nodes, it's, let me see, just pulling this up right now. It's not, well, yeah, it's starting now. So we do have the sun squaring the nodes today. So this is all about destiny. This is about our destiny point on how we want to move forward and how we want to communicate our movement within our own life. So pretty fucking awesome. Let's take this highway and let's create. I mean, you know what? It's there for us. How do you want to step into your vibration? How do you want to be seen? And how do you want to vibrate out? Remember, there's those tiny steps, like those microgreens. Those are micro steps that we have to take in order for us to create the changes we want, good or bad. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you and all that you say and all that you be. Look up Dr. Christina Horthup. Oh my gosh. I am so bad with names. I got her book. Northrup. Dr. Christine Northrup. She's on Instagram. Look her up, and it is on there on her Instagram. So take a look at that. and we will talk to you soon. Have a blessed one, and make sure that you like my subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and do that pressing of that bell so you get the notifications. Have a blessed one, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.